I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm not even supposed to be here today! Oh, fuck you!
Come on, you want me to drive? You're supposed to be suicidal. Remember, I'll
Anybody
drive.
a drive?
Get in the car.
Fuck me in the ass. Fuck you, you fucking stupid cunt.
Hey everyone, it's Corleone here, and I am here with a reaction kind of video. And this reaction video is going to be for my reaction to the winners and nominees of the 82nd Golden Globe Awards. Yeah, that's already happened. The winners have already been confirmed, like on Sunday, but this is going to be my reaction to what I think was who I'm happy won a Gold Globe and what I think should not have been nominated. So, yeah. Now, once again, some of these are just my opinion, or some of these are going to be for stuff I have not even seen yet, but I really want to see. So, but I'll still react and see if I'm happy the certain person won or not, or was nominated or not. All right. As you all know, guys, I don't care much for the Golden Globes or Academy Awards because sometimes they nominate and give awards to some of the stupidest shit in history or some of the most overrated shit in history. Like, case-minded, like last year, I'm happy Oppenheimer won Best Picture, but I'm also pissed off that The Iron Claw didn't get nominated just because it came out too late, so it didn't get to qualify for anything. And instead, they gave Oscars to Barbie, which I thought was overhyped as hell, and not even deserving of, it was not even Oscar-worthy to begin with. Like, honestly, like, look, I may not hate Barbie that much, but, like, I don't think it deserved to get a Best Picture nomination. I didn't think it was that great. I thought there were better films, like The Iron Claw, that should have gotten nominated instead of Barbie. Right? But anyway, let's say my reaction to these Golden Globe winners. In a way, so we're now on to the first category. Best Motion Pictures for Musical or Comedy or Drama. So, let's look at the drama category first. So, the ones that got nominated drama were The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, September 5th, and Dune Part 2. The one that won it was The Brutalist. Well, okay, I've not seen The Brutalist. The only one I've seen in this list is Dune Part 2, which, to me, I easily think that's easily my favorite movie of 2024. It's an example of a Part 2 that is done right. You should do a Part 2 of a story. Like, Part 1 was good, but I will admit, maybe some stuff did kind of drag on a little bit, and we didn't really see too much characters. In a way, but Part 2 does improve the flaws of Part 1. Improves that way more. We get to see a lot more of the story this time, and we see a lot more of the Freeman, and the whole cast give great performances. Here, like, easily some of these might have to be some of their best performances yet. Like, Austin Butler's villain character is scary as fuck. He gives such a scary performance as that character. Like, his scenes really sent a shiver down my spine every time he was on screen. Especially his arena fights. Like, yeah, I love that film. Now for musical or comedy. The stuff that got nominated was Emilia Perez, Enora, A Real Pain, The Substance, Wicked, and of course, which I have not seen, I don't have interest in Wicked. Wicked is not my cup of tea. One I'm not happy got nominated that I did watch Challengers. Really? Fucking Challengers got nominated? What? Like, yeah, I watched Challengers. I even reviewed Challengers. It wasn't even that good. I thought that film was overhyped. It was way too boring. The lead female character is unlikable. Probably one of the most unlikable female leads I've seen in a movie yet. The two guys were simps. And honestly kind of stupid. And they like turned against each other over a gold digger. And even had and there's even bits of dumb dialogue where apparently two of them mentioned that he taught one of them to jerk off when he was 12 years old. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes critics watched when they saw that movie. But whatever, let's move on. Now we go to non-English language and animated. For animated, what did get nominated was this film called Flow. Inside Out 2. Okay, I'm not surprised I got nominated. I had a feeling I was going to get nominated. I did see Inside Out 2. It wasn't terrible. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was alright good. Just alright good. There was some stuff I thought was kind of funny. I'll admit that. There were some good bits of the film, but I just thought it was averagely good. Better than an improvement over most modern Disney stuff. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Don't really think I have interest in watching that after I watched Aardman's last sequel, which I thought that Chicken Run 2, which I thought that sucked. Memoir of a Snail, have not seen, can't say much about it. The Wild Robot, I think that's easily the best animated movie of last year. I'm glad that got nominated. That's a film I thought wouldn't be that great, but I came out surprised and really loving it. And I was glad I went and watched that instead of Joker 2 at the time. I went to go watch The Wild Robot. The one that won was Flow. I haven't seen Flow, so I can't really talk about it. I can't talk about Flow, I haven't seen it. I didn't really hear about it until they announced the winners. For non-English language, what got nominated was for Miglo, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, All We Imagine Is Light, and Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez was the one that won non-English language. I haven't seen any of those films in that category, so I can't say much about them. Just what got nominated, what won. Alright, now that that's done, we go on to Best Performance in a Motion Picture for Drama. Alright, first there's actor and actress, and I'll say the actor one first. The ones who got nominated for Best Actor was Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, Colman Domingo for Sing Sing, Daniel Craig for Queer, and Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, and Adrien Brody for The Brutalist. If I said Adrien Brody, I'm sorry I repeated it. But the one who won for actor was Adrien Brody for The Brutalist. Which, once again, I haven't seen. I haven't seen some of these guys, so I can't really talk much about them. I can only talk about the ones I have seen. I haven't seen Queer, I haven't seen Sing Sing, I haven't seen The Brutalist, I haven't seen any of the ones here on this list. When it comes to A Complete Unknown, yeah, I know that stars Timothy Chalamet, and I know that's about Bob Dylan, but the reason why I haven't watched it is because it's directed by James Mangold. That's why. That's why I kind of don't really want to watch it right now, because I don't really want to watch a new film right now that's done by James Mangold. Especially after that disrespectful shit he did pulled off with John Williams on Twitter and stuff, and especially after that shit he did with Indiana Jones 5, so yeah. I'd rather wait to watch that right now. I'll wait till that hits streaming. For Best Actress, the ones who got nominated were Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl, Angelina Jolie for Maria, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door, Kate Winslet for Lee, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. The one who won Best Actress was Fernanda Torres. Once again, haven't seen the ones in that category. For Best Performance in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Now we're moving on to Musical or Comedy for Best Performance area. And now we go on to Best Actor and Best Actress in that category. The ones who won Best Actor. No, the ones who were nominated were Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain, Hugh Grant for Heretic, Gabriel LaBelle for Saturday Night, Jesse Plemons for Kinds of Kindness, Glenn Powell for Hitman, and Sebastian Stan for A Different Man, once again. So basically, Sebastian Stan got nominated twice for Apprentice and A Different Man, for 2 movies in a way. And both actor categories, drama and musical or comedy. The one who won Best Actor was Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. When it comes to the ones like A Real Pain and Heretic, I've heard good things about them, but I didn't get the time to watch them because, well, A Real Pain was limited release, and Heretic I sadly ended up missing in theaters. But I have interest in watching that film, because I've heard it's really good. Now we go on to Best Actress. The ones who got nominated was Demi Moore for The Substance, Amy Adams for Night Bitch, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Cara Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison for Nora, and of course, challengers again for Zendaya. So instead of nominating Zendaya for Dune Part 2, nominate for challengers. Her performance was good, but I didn't like her character. Instead of nominating for Dune Part 2, they nominate her for that. Okay, whatever, but thankfully the one who did win, the one I'm happy won a Golden Globe, was Demi Moore. I haven't seen The Substance either, but I'm happy Demi Moore finally won an award for a performance. In a way, because I do like to see, I love that Demi Moore is back acting again. Happy to see this chick in movies again, because I loved her in films like Hunchback of Notre Dame. I loved her chemistry with Patrick Swayze in Ghost. Easily, it's nice to see this girl back in. And even though her and Bruce Willis are not a couple anymore, they divorced, she actually still keeps in touch with him and even is still supportive of him during the very hard time Bruce Willis is kind of going through. Bruce Willis is in a bad health right now. And also, during the bits, during his retirement, she still actually keeps in touch with him and is still very supportive of him. So I like how these two are still in touch even today. And also, I saw a bit of her speech. I saw a bit of clips of her speech, and you can tell how happy she's won an award. Very well deserved to see her win. I'm very happy this girl won. And I do need to check out. I'm so planning to check out The Substance once it hits home media. Now we move on to Best Supporting Performance in a Motion Picture for Supporting Actress and Supporting Actor. So, the ones who nominated for Supporting Actor were Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Yuri Borisov for Nora, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. What? I'm sorry, what now? Yes, I saw Gladiator 2, guys. I thought it sucked. And really, they thought Denzel Washington was a good Golden Globe nomination for that movie? You mean the role where he yelled like a cartoon and pretty much acted like a fucking cartoon and barely acts like a Roman character? What? Of all the ones Denzel Washington gets nominated for, it's Gladiator 2. The one where he was in such a goofy ass role. In one of the most unasked for sequels yet. Yeah, that sequel is so unrealistic. Hey, we have a bunch of monkeys they have to fight. They have to fight fucking sharks in the Colosseum for some weird reason. I'm surprised. I don't remember there being shark fights in the Colosseum. Because yeah, when I was in school, I learned about Rome in middle school. I even visited Rome. I've been to Rome. Okay, I studied the Colosseum in school. There were no shark fights, okay? There was definitely fights with lions. Yeah. There was fights in the arena. There was definitely fights with animals like lions. There were no sharks. Plus, how the hell are they going to get a shark in the Coliseum? Makes no weird sense. But whatever. The one who did win was Kieran Culkin for Real Pain. Once again, I haven't seen a Real Pain. I will check it out when I'm able to. But I'm definitely happy to see that Macaulay Culkin's real-life brother won a Golden Globe. In a way, like, sure, maybe there were some things about his speech that could have been worded better. I can see why some people weren't really happy about some things he said in his speech, but like maybe some things could have been worded a bit better in his speech. But it's definitely nice. It's actually really nice to see the Culkins nowadays actually starting to, especially like Macaulay Culkin starting to finally improve after kind of the whole crisis he kind of went through. It's nice to see him finally getting better again and stuff. Like I do kind of wish, like in that speech we kind of saw Macaulay. I kind of wish Macaulay did go to the. We kind of saw Macaulay in the crowd and stuff, like actually seeing his brother win a Golden Globe. Like, but Kieran Culkin, most of you all know he played Fuller in the Home Alone duology, The Bedwetter. You know, Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi. And yeah, like I didn't even find that out until like now, kind of like a few years ago, I found out that apparently Kevin and Fuller in real life are actually brothers. So it's definitely nice to see Macaulay's real life brother actually now win a Golden Globe for a movie. Wait, so I am pretty happy to see that. That went from playing Fuller to winning a Golden Globe. Now for Best Supporting Actress, we have the ones who were nominated were Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Margaret Qualley for The Substance, Isabel Rossellini for Conclave. The one who won was Zoe Saldana, which I haven't seen Emilia Perez, but I'm glad that chick won a Golden Globe. But I haven't seen the movie. Now let's get on to the Best Screenplay and Best Director. So, the ones who were nominated for Best Director were Brady Corbett, Jacques Audiard, Sean Baker, Edward Berger, Coraline Farger, and Payal Kapadia. So, the one who won Best Director was Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. Well, congrats. For Best Screenplay, Peter Straughan for Conclave, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, Sean Baker for Nora, Brady Corbett and Mona Kaspar for The Brutalist, Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain, Coraline Farger for The Substance. The one who won Best Screenplay was Peter Straughan for Conclave. Guys, I haven't seen Brutalist or Conclave. But so I can't really say much about those. Alright. Now we get on to, and I might just only say the movie ones. I'm not really sure I'll really talk much about the TV show ones because I don't really watch a lot of TV shows in today's world, so just for the movies. The final two I'm going to mention are Best Original Score and Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievements. Best Original Score. The ones who got nominated were Daniel Blumgren, The Brutalist, Chris Bowers for The Wild Robot, Clement Duckhall and Camille for Emilia Perez, Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2, Volker Bertelmann for Conclave. The one that won, the one that I'm not happy won, instead of giving it to either Chris Bowers or Hans Zimmer for two films that I liked, or just two films I thought were good. I'll say that a little better. Just films I thought were good. Yeah, maybe I should have worded that a little better. But the one I think should not have won. I like Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross scores, but they give the score to Challenger. The ones they win it for is Challengers. So instead of like, I felt Hans Zimmer's Dune Part 2 score was a better score. I thought Chris Bowers' score for Wild Robot was a better score. Apparently, Challengers had a better score than both of those movies. What? But now for Cinemac box office achievements. Oh boy. This one has a few I did not like. Some of these I did like. Now, the ones that The Wild Robot got Cinemac box office achievement, I'm happy for that. Beetlejuice. Now, here's the thing. As much as some YouTubers I like really hated Beetlejuice 2, and there's some that think it was really great or that thought it was like really great. I gotta be kind of honest here. Beetlejuice 2 I thought was good, but I thought it was kind of weaker compared to the first. It was a good movie, but I still like the first film way better. I thought the first one was still better. Because, like, Michael Keaton gives a great performance as Beetlejuice in that movie. I love seeing Tim Burton direct again. But the thing is, though, I didn't really like that. I couldn't really get through with the whole Jeffrey Jones' character storyline because of who Jeffrey Jones is in real life. So, yeah, I didn't really feel any emotional connection to that. Knowing that Winona Ryder's character, or Lydia's father, is played by a real life pedo, so I didn't really get emotionally invested with that subplot. It was kind of hard for me to really, yeah. But it was, and also the ending kind of tries to tease a third film that might not happen, but it was decently good. Maybe not great, but decently enjoyable. Deadpool Wolverine got nominated. Yeah, that definitely is a box office achievement because that surpassed Joker's record for the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. And that surpassed Passion of the Christ domestically. And that was loved by and everyone loved it. So and even I surprisingly did. The one who kept backlashing it during the marketing and thought it would be terrible. Thought it was just going to be more fan service. Well, in a way, there's fan service in the movie, but there's a good written story. I ended up really loving it. What also did get nominated... Oh, Inside Out 2 got nominated. Yeah, I kind of knew that, since that also made $1 billion and is now the highest grossing animated movie domestically. As much as I didn't think it was overly too great, but I like that Frozen doesn't hold that record anymore. I like an actually much better animated film that holds that record. I'm glad it dethroned Frozen. I'm happy for that. Thank God. Because I don't like any of the Frozen films. So I'm happy Inside Out 2 took that record. An actually better film that holds that record. Gladiator 2, nominated for box office achievement. I don't think it's that. It made money, but I don't think it was that successful for the list. Alien Romulus. Fuck that. That was successful at the box office, but it didn't make that much success. Are you serious? Why Alien Romulus on this list? Alien Romulus was a bunch of fan service. A bunch of greatest hits. That I don't really understand the hype for Alien Romulus, and all it was you remember Alien, you remember Aliens, you remember the whole franchise. They're just throwing scenes in there or lines from those movies and throwing them all together. Having shitty CGI AI eat home. They can't just leave his grave alone. Please. Let's CGI him on this new character. It's a different character. It's not Ash, but you might as well call it Ash because it has Ian Holmes' likeness over him. It looks like Ash, so it should just be called Ash. And like characters aren't even that memorable except for Andy, and that's it. Twisters got nominated. So you're telling me apparently for cinematic box office achievement instead of Dune Part 2, which actually made successful money, much more money than either Gladiator 2 or Twisters or Alien Romulus, they give to either of those three instead. Apparently were much more box office achieving. Twisters may have made money in North America, but worldwide it's in like the 300 million category worldwide. Because it didn't sell well overseas. Alien Romulus only hit the 300 million worldwide category. Gladiator 2 only hit the 300 million worldwide category. Dune Part 2, guess what? Made over 700 million worldwide. So I'd say Dune Part 2 should have got that instead. Instead of either one of the three. Either Gladiator 2 or Alien Romulus. But yeah, Twisters also got nominated. Like, that movie, all that movie was to me, was just a remake of Twister 1 from 1996. Just with different characters. In a modern setting. Nothing memorable whatsoever. The one that won box office achievement was Wicked. I haven't seen Wicked because I don't care for Wicked. Wicked ain't my thing. So I haven't seen it. And I'm not watching a 2.5 hour, part one movie. Because there's going to be another one coming out next year. So making it 3 hours would be very pointless. I mean, yeah, the Lord of the Rings 1 and 2 were 3 hours, but those were based off 3 hour long, really long books. So at least those made sense to be all three of those made sense to be 3 hours. Even if it was a whole entire trilogy, at least those had reasons to be 3 hours or 4 hours long, depending the versions you watch. So yeah. Cinematic box office achievement is probably the one I'm the most annoyed with. For the ones they picked. There's some good ones on this list, but there's some bad ones that really didn't make that much achievement at the box office. Yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah. That's it for this reaction. Tell me down below your thoughts on this. And until then, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe to Don G. Corleone.